I hate nature! Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother and welcome back to Sonic Generations. In the last episode, we completed Rooftop Run over here from Sonic Unleashed. In this episode, we are going to be moving on to Planet Wisp from Sonic Colors, which is one of the final playable bits of this game. That's right, people. It is coming down to the end. We are almost done with Sonic Generations, so let's go ahead and begin with Act 1 with Classic Sonic of Planet Wisp from, once again, Sonic Colors. And at the very beginning of the first act of Planet Wisp, we are joined by these adorable little blue wisps that are just floating around and dancing and doing their thing and undulating and all those wonderful blue wisp things that blue wisps are always going to do. But we're also in this awesome looking, lush, green, vegetative environment that is just so cool, and I love it so much. And that means that the rest of the level is going to be really pretty and cool and fun too, right? Right? Well, not quite. Unfortunately, it turns out... Okay, come on, Sonic. You can make it up this ramp and onto this There we go. Was that so hard? Smacking one egg pawn in the face? I didn't think so. But it turns out that Planet Wisp is actually, like, probably my favorite stage... Or least favorite stage. Favorite stage? What am I talking about? But probably my least favorite stage in the game, all things considered. You begin the level in an awesome, lush, vegetative green environment, but you do not continue the level in such an environment. Most of the level, in fact, is going to take place in this industrial environment right here, which this level is much more focused on that environment than the original Sonic Colors level was, which is a little bit unfortunate because, as I said, it kind of takes away from the variety, and it takes away from the beauty of the level, man, and it's kind of unfortunate that we're stuck here inside this dark, dank, almost even boring designed factory, if I have to say it. It's not a bad level or anything like that. It's not a bad environment by itself, but the fact that there's so much of it kind of takes away from the experience, if you know what I mean. And it's just like one color, one shade of red the entire level over. And yeah, there are a bit of bits of outside segments that we're going to be experiencing, such as right here, we've got this spike segment that we have to go over. And it's okay, because we're like sort of outside. I mean, we're still in the industrial Eggman robot sort of environment, but we're outside. We can see the rest of Planet Wisp, and then we go back in immediately. So there's a lot of industrial environment here, and it's something that you're going to have to get used to with this level, something that you're just going to have to deal with, something that you are going to have to cope with if you want to have any fun whatsoever on Planet Wisp. And speaking of Planet Wisps, this is really a planet of the Wisps, because there is a ton of Wisp gameplay in this level. Not something I'm hyper fond of, because really the only Wisp you're going to be using in Act 1 is the Spike Wisp. In Act 2, you're going to be using the Rocket Wisp. And there's not a whole lot of variety in the power-ups, which I guess makes sense because they didn't want to throw too many things at you all at once. But the fact that you're only using one power-up is also going to take away from the possible variety of the stage that could have been. And in this level, you're going to notice that you're going to be using the Spike Wisp a lot. I mean, the entire level revolves around the thing, so you're not really going to be playing as standard classic Sonic all that much. It's going to be all about the Spike Wisp, so better get used to them controls, even though they feel a tiny bit clunky, so, or else you're not going to have a very good time on this level. Now, if I could get up to this section right here, that would be just swell. There we go. One good thing about the Spike Wisp, even if you're not too fond of it, is that you can cling to walls and stuff like that, so if you make a bad jump, it's not that big of a deal, because you can just cling to the wall and continue on with your life. Although, I'm sure you all knew that already, so okay. Also, it gets stuck in corners sometimes like that, and it's a little bit annoying. Nothing too bad. And really, the Spike Wisp itself, it doesn't have that bad of controls or whatever. It's just the fact that you're using it so much in this level can get to be a little bit much at times. But it's kind of fun. Every once in a while, having one of these gear puzzles would have been absolutely fabulous. And, working your way around these and figuring out the best and fastest route to go would have been something difficult, would have been something challenging, but the fact that it's the same type of gear puzzles, like, over and over again, I don't know, man. It just isn't my jam. I'm sure there's somebody out there who really loves these and who's super fond of them and this level in general, but I don't know. The fact that they're combining the same type of puzzle repeatedly with the same type of environment the entire level over, not really my thing, and it kind of takes away from what Planet Wisp could have been, at least the Act 1. The Act 2 has got a little bit more going for it on the environment side, but we will get to that when we get to that. For now, we are dealing with these gigantic missiles that just sort of shoot you in the face when you're a Wisp, and you don't really mind, because, you know, you're spiky, you got things to poke, you got places to poke, you got people to poke, you got all kinds of stuff to poke, so you really don't care about what big ol' spikes that you might be running into have to say. And it's kind of hilarious because you're a spike and you can run into bigger spikes and you spike each other, but it spikes you more or something like that and does damage to you. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. All I'm saying is you can get hurt as the Spike Wisp. Wow, what a contribution to the truly big questions in life. And that missile poked its ugly head out right at the wrong time, so let's go ahead and line this gear up, smack it like that, and we can continue onward. And really, the gear puzzles I feel like could have been done, well, the ones that are there, they're done alright. They're done well enough, I suppose, but again, it's like, it's the same sort of puzzle over and over again. You have to line up the gears, you have to hit a button, you have to open the... I don't know. I'm describing it really, really badly. I just feel like the gear puzzles here are a little bit repetitive and not enough to merit how long this stage is. You guys see, we are over 5 minutes. We're almost at 5.5 minutes in this stage, and we're not that close to the end, if I'm remembering the layout of the place correctly. Actually, no, we're right at the end. Never mind, but still, 5.5 minutes for a stage. That was one of people's complaints about, say, Sonic Heroes, or the Werehog stages in Sonic Unleashed, is that they dragged on for a little bit too long, and people didn't like that about either of those games. We have that here in Sonic Generations at the very, very end of the game with Planet Wisp in both Acts 1 and 2. We have some extremely long levels that the game designers were very aware were this long. In fact, in one of the challenge gates for Planet Wisp, it's a doppelganger race, and to get an S rank, they expect you to beat the level in under 6 minutes. 6 minutes for a Sonic level in a game like Sonic Generations where you're running super, super fast all the time, or at least you're supposed to, but that's kind of impeded on by the fact that you have the Spike Wisp to deal with. Either way, that's Act 1 of Planet Wisp, and this place is looking really, really, really cool. And man, I so wish they had done a little bit more of the forest, the vegetative environment in this game. Either way, let's go ahead and move on to Act 2 and finish this place up once and for all. Planet Wisp Act 2, here we go. Now, I'm really not especially familiar with Sonic Colors. I mentioned in a previous video that I really hadn't played Sonic Colors before, and that is still true, even though I have a copy of it sitting on the shelf behind me as we speak. Still not really too informed about that game. But it is something that I do want to play all the way through eventually, because it got really good reviews across the board, and even though I haven't played a whole lot of it, I can tell that the levels are really, well, the environments are really, really cool, and the levels are reasonably well designed, and that there's a lot of a fun factor to it. I know people always complain about, oh, there was too much two-dimensional segments in Sonic Colors, but it still looks like a reasonably good game to me. And now, here in Planet Wisp Act 2, this is a godsend after you play Act 1, because we get such a long segment where we are outside in this beautiful forest environment. You can see rapids beneath us. We can see these giant rocks that we have to deal with, and ooh. There we go, got the ring dash. I usually don't get that, which is kind of unfortunate. I feel like I always press the triangle button, but maybe I'm just not pressing it at the right time. Either way, in this case, we got the ring dash, and I'm super proud of myself. But we have such cool environments here in Act 2. We've got this poisonous-looking gack below us. We've got rapids below us. We are flying through the air above the canopy of the forest, and everything is just so amazing. I almost wish, in fact, I do outright wish that they had changed the layout of the level entirely and created it all around this forest segment instead of including the industrial segments. I'm sure that was an integral part of the level in the in Sonic Colors proper, but you know, I just love this outside environment so much that it's super pretty, it's super charming, and it's super fun to go through, and I missed all the possible homing attacks that I could have gotten there. So we're gonna lose out on a little bit of time here, but that doesn't matter all that much, and it looks like we're almost done with the outside segment of Act 2, but that doesn't matter all that much, because it's so nice after Act 1 coming to this, 1.5 minutes straight of being outside, whereas opposed to Act 1, you're outside for maybe like, I don't know, a couple seconds, and then you go inside and you're stuck inside the entire time with a little bit of respite in areas like the one that we're in right now. In this act, however, oh, there's a wall jumping thing over here. I didn't even notice. But in this act, it's all about the outside, by which I mean it's not all about the outside, but there's a little bit more outside, and it's super nice having all that. And apparently we lost all our rings there because I failed to time that up whatsoever, but that is the Wisp power-up. That is the gimmick for this level that we're going to have to deal with. We have to rocket ourselves across the place all the time in this level, really. And there are rockets being fired at us simultaneously, so you're going to have to rocket if you don't want to get rocked. What am I talking about? I don't know. What else is new? Let's go ahead and go down this way, because apparently I missed a huge opportunity going up that way, and we're gonna have to find an alternate pathway for ourselves. And man, these caterpillar things, at least they're not caterpillar. What am I doing? No, hold on. Cancel that. I don't even know why I attempted to press the triangle button there. We're just gonna have to plow through all of these right here. Ah, dang it. I was so close to getting into that cannon and possibly making it a little bit farther. Either way, modern Sonic's gameplay you usually expect to be reasonably fast and revolving around the boost, but once again, this level sort of takes away from that by... Oh man, come on, I'm getting smacked around here. But this level sort of takes away from that by being really focused on the Wisp gimmick and really focused on that aspect of things, along with being inside the entire time instead of having a bunch of three-dimensional segments. Right as I say that, of course, the game is going to disprove me, and dang it, I was trying to jump over that pit. Man, I thought I was cooler than I really am, but... Okay, gonna have to be really careful here. I guess you could go across those platforms in the center, but I'm not gonna risk it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the gameplay in this one is a lot slower, just as it was in Act 1, because it's corrupted by the Wisps, and it's corrupted by several other things. Now, there are a bunch of platforms up there that you can jump on and make go faster, and it's actually a really good way to get a decent time on this part of the level. So, go ahead and hit the square button, and we can boost with the platform. Yay, it's the new vehicle. It's Sonic Platform Riders. Not Sonic Riders, not Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, but no, Sonic Platform Riders. For now, let's go ahead and bust through the roof of that and grab ourselves another Rocket Wisp. Now, I kind of like this level more than Act 1, not only because we get the extra outside bit at the very beginning, but also because when you're in the factory bits here, you can at least tell that you're on, like, the outside part of it. We're not the... Oh, jeez, no, I meant to hit the stomp button. Ah, God, that was pathetic, but, I believe we can go up here for ultimate victory or something. Nope. Apparently, there were rings in the shape of the thing that was suggesting I should go up there with the rocket, but evidently that was not the case. So let's just go ahead and boost a little bit with this, smash through all the other platforms, and continue onward. But like I was saying, wow, really? Really? If you couldn't tell, I haven't practiced this level a whole lot, just because it really, really is not one of my favorites. But, what was I going to say there? Oh, yeah, I was going to say... okay, there we go, Sonic. Let's just go ahead and jump through those rings, and now we can get out of this Inferno segment. But the fact that you're on the outside of the industry, and you can at least see the lighting from the outside world, I like about this level. So, at least compared to the first one. Of course, I really, really would prefer it if we were just in the forest and not having to deal with these rude egg pawns with the pickaxes, but, you know, you get what you get. You can't really do anything about it, and I got stuck on, like, the side of the platform there. Okay, let's go ahead and jump up here, grab ourselves another Rocket Wisp, and rocket for victory! That's basically a summary of this level, because there's a whole ton of rocketing involved, if you have not yet noticed. Now, let's go ahead and wait for a platform for ourselves, and whoa, almost got thrown off the side there. Don't want to risk taking those rings up there, because I felt like it was going to take me the not optimal route, but evidently, I was wrong. You should probably always just go the upper route. That always seems to be the faster one, the optimal one in Sonic games, but evidently I forgot about that. Look at all that blue and green in the background, man. Oh my god, it's so beautiful, and I wish I could be out there running among the wisps and the bears and the other animals that would probably kill me in such a forest. But you know what? We are here, and we are here to destroy this factory, so we may as well just live with it. Now, there's a section coming up with Rocket Wisps that my first time through this level, I did not understand whatsoever. I think my first time through this level, I just didn't understand Rocket Wisps whatsoever, though. I was really just confused about their principle in general, so I really didn't get it. I was holding triangle a little bit too much, so I never went anywhere with them. But what you have to do is bust through all of these portions before the roof comes crashing down upon you, or the ceiling, or whatever you want to call it. I think the Rocket Wisp is over... Yeah, it's chilling over here on the side with its two vertical eyes that are shaped like windows, and I never realized that until just now, and I feel stupid. But the roof will come down and it will crush you, and you guys know, in Sonic games, crushing is instant death, whether or not you're invincible, whether or not you have Chaos Emeralds, or what. So you're going to want to avoid that, but it can be a little bit difficult if you don't understand the... Oh, come on, really? That kept happening to me my first time around. I'd charge it for a little bit too long, and oh, we need a wisp, we don't have a wisp, what can we do? Seriously? Okay, go Sonic. Go. Yes! Oh my god, we made it, but barely. We barely made it through that. Can we break these platforms? Yes, we can, and we've made it to the goal of the level. Oh my god, that was so clutch. That was kind of an awful run of this level. 7.5 minutes. God, that is ridiculous. I know I was kind of playing like crap, but you know what? We got ourselves the A rank. Good enough. I survived there at the very end. That was way too nerve-wracking, way too close for comfort, but we got done with Planet Wisp, both Acts 1 and 2. Possibly my least favorite level in the game. A little bit too long, a little bit too focused on the Wisp gimmicks, and, I don't know, too industrial, man. You had such a perfect environment that you could have made such an exciting level out of. But we were stuck and slaves to the evils of capitalism.
Dude, there's the emerald! Pretty slick move, huh?
I was scared because somebody took me, but now I'm free! I'm a free bee! Free bee! Free bee! Whee! Oh, hey!
Alright, Charmy, chill it out there, man. Come on, Sonic, let's keep the party rolling! And this guy is really excited in this game. He's always been that sort of super over-the-top enthusiastic character, but man, Charmy, you were trying way too hard this time around. Either way, that does it for Planet Wisp, and that opens up all the challenge gates, and, of course, the rival battle of this era. I have no idea where it is, but next time on Sonic Generations, we're going to be facing off with Silver the Hedgehog, along with doing all the challenge gates necessary to unlock the next boss. So, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time on Sonic Generations when we do just that.